Hey everyone, great to have you with us today. And we just wanted to make sure that you guys have all the tools that you need if you find yourself in an opportunity that you might need to find a new position. We know that it probably could have been 5 or 10 years since you might have needed to look for a job. And so we know that that may have changed how you actually find a job right now. And so to that end, we are looking to bring in experts to help you and as you navigate this process. And so we're going to talk about LinkedIn today. And to talk about LinkedIn, we've brought in an expert in kind of the talent acquisition field, and her name is Natalie Phillips. And Natalie, why don't you introduce yourself, and then we can talk a little bit about LinkedIn.
Sure, great. Thank you, Cindy. So I have been in the technology field for over 25 years, and Cindy and I have had the opportunity to work together in the past. And what I can tell you is that, things have changed, and things have changed a lot in technology as far as talent acquisition goes. So I appreciate the opportunity to be here today, and I look forward to talking with you, Cindy.
Yeah, this is going to be great. So give us some quick tips. We're going to do just kind of a short video on this, so it's not going to be elongated, but we just wanted to really help you with some quick tips. Now, that doesn't mean these are exhaustive answers, but it does mean that these are things for you to look at. So, Natalie, as you're looking at this landscape right now, so give us a couple of things that are several things that you think are really, really important that our viewers may not know about.
Sure. Networking has always been important. It's just changed a little bit in the last, 5 to 10 years. And so one of the big places where recruiters and hiring managers go to look for talent now is LinkedIn. And having a LinkedIn profile is even more important today than it has been in the past. So I would say keeping an updated LinkedIn profile with a picture, with an accurate headline, with a good summary of your experience and a complete list of skills that provide you a place to put those is super important as you get ready to look for a job.
Natalie, can you kind of give me an idea of what that picture should look like? Because we've seen
Definitely.
all kinds of
Yes.
things in your my day of recruiting.
Yes. Let me tell you what it shouldn't look like. Car selfies are a no. Okay. So, just it doesn't have to be a professional headshot. We're not asking you to go out and spend a lot of money to take a picture, but just a picture of just you, in a professional attire in just a plain background would be great. I mean, you could do it against a wall in your house with just a dress shirt on, for a man or a woman would be totally appropriate.
Great. Probably having some definitely business attire and definitely your hair kind of like it would be and if you were going to a business event.
Exactly.
And this isn't the time for the ponytail and the tank top. And we
Exactly.
have seen when we have oddly tried to interview people that we have seen that, and that's probably not our best view. So tell us a little bit about some of the things that you want to put on um, that information on what you want as a job. What are you looking for? How do you do that on LinkedIn effectively?
So there's a couple of places. So one is LinkedIn has a feature that you can toggle. It's in your profile called Open for Opportunities, I think it's called. And this, if you do have a job and you're looking for a new job, this will not allow your current employer to see that switch is flipped, but it will allow recruiters who use one of the LinkedIn tools to see that you are open for new opportunities. Now, that doesn't mean if you don't have it set that you're not going to get new opportunities or people looking at you. The second thing is there's a headline under your name and picture in LinkedIn. And that is so, I always use the example of, you don't want to be the numbers ninja. If you're an accountant, you don't want to be, you want it to be, QuickBooks expert, bookkeeper looking for, I toggle between looking for jobs and not looking for jobs in your headline, but in today's environment, it's probably not, it's probably okay. So just make it clear and concise. If you are a documentation specialist in the healthcare industry, put that as your headline.
Awesome. So let's talk about how you look online and
Sure.
decide which companies you're interested in. So if I am interested in a particular field, if I'm interested in these 6 companies, how's the best way for
Sure.
me
The
to
power of
connect with
LinkedIn
those
is
companies?
really it's networking opportunities, right? So the more people that you network with, the more people that they network with that can see you, that are exposed to your profile. So it is very important to kind of build out that network. So you're going to get, once you're on LinkedIn, you're going to get network LinkedIn requests all the time. And, take a look at them. And the way I look at it, and people have different opinions on this, but it, it doesn't hurt, right, to build your network out. And you might not have any commonalities, you might not have gone to the same school, but it's probably a good thing to accept it. But as you're looking for opportunities and to build out your network, some of the things that I like to recommend is come up with a list of companies that you'd like to work for and go ahead and start following those companies. And what that'll do is it'll give you the opportunity to kind of see what's new and happening with them, but it'll also let you know of new job opportunities. The next thing is see if you have any connections at that company. If you do, definitely reach out to them, ask them to join your network, ask them if they could present your resume. Just really, building out your network. And then if you don't have any connections, start connecting with people in talent acquisition and HR or a hiring manager. The worst they can do is not accept it, and you won't know that. You'll just think maybe they didn't see it, and it's not the end of the world. I mean, there's a lot of people on the LinkedIn network that you can connect with.
Well, one of the last things I kind of wanted to talk about was, okay, let's say you're sitting at home, you're working remotely, you still have a job, but you think um, maybe this isn't a long-term job. So this is the time to get your LinkedIn put together, right? It isn't the
Absolutely.
time after you get furloughed, unless you find yourself in that situation right now. But now's the time. We should always be keeping up our LinkedIn profile, even if we have a job, and make sure that we have those connections. So, how many connections should we have?
You know, um, I don't know that there's a magic number. I think it depends on where it really depends. I don't think there's a magic number, but I would say, the more connections you have, the better it is for, future networking and looking for opportunities. So, but there are people who maybe only have, a couple of hundred, or there's people who have a couple thousand, or there's people who have 50,000. So again, it's really, you have to start somewhere. So I would say start reaching out to people, start building your network. And before you know it, you're going to have, it's a great tool to network with, especially in today's environment where you can't get out and go to these networking events.
Great. Well, thanks, Natalie, for your help. I really appreciate it. And for those of you out there, we are trying to give you these free resources so that you're able to connect a little bit and learn how to do some of these things. We are offering some help to you as well. That's from a paid standpoint. So we'll review your resume, we'll review your LinkedIn and give you recommendations. We'll even do some consulting with some HR experts on some career counseling. So we have all those services that we can offer. Again, trying to give you the free services as well. So if you need us, let us know. And we are really glad to help you in your recruiting efforts. So you guys have a great day and hope everything goes well with your recruiting.
Thanks, Cindy.